we are pleased to commemorate the remarkable life and historic accomplishments of Joseph Rainey, a trailblazer in American history. Joseph Rainey holds a distinguished place in the annals of our nation's past as the first African American to serve in the U.S. House of Representatives, the first African American to preside over the House, and the longest-serving African American during the tumultuous Reconstruction period. Joseph Hayne Rainey was born on June 21, 1832, in Georgetown, South Carolina, a town primarily characterized by its rice plantations. Rainey's upbringing was shaped by the values of resilience and justice instilled by his parents, Grace and Edward L. Rainey. Despite the challenging socio-political environment of his time, the Rainey family pursued their dreams, and Joseph would go on to make history. Joseph Rainey's journey through life was marked by an unwavering commitment to civil rights and a profound understanding of the intricacies of politics. On the floor of the House of Representatives, he boldly proclaimed, "I tell you that the Negro will never rest until he gets his rights." His advocacy for civil rights was rooted in the belief that these rights were not a means to deprive any other class of their rights and privileges, but rather a guarantee extended to all by the law of the land. During the tumultuous years of the Civil War, Joseph Rainey's path led him from digging trenches to serving as a cook and steward aboard a Confederate blockade runner. In 1862, he and his wife Susan found refuge in Bermuda, a self-governed British colony that had abolished slavery in 1834. There they thrived, establishing successful businesses and contributing to the local community. Returning to Charleston in 1866 after the Union's victory, Joseph Rainey's acquired wealth elevated his standing in the community. He became an active member of the Republican Party, serving as the Republican county chairman, delegate to a state constitutional convention, and a census taker. In the late 1860s, he worked as an agent for the State Land Commission and held the rank of brigadier general in the state militia. Joseph Rainey's political journey reached its zenith in 1870 when he was elected to the state Senate. Immediately, he assumed the role of chairman of the Finance Committee, where he left an indelible mark on the financial landscape of his state. In February 1870, an opportunity emerged for Rainey to step into the political arena when Representative Benjamin F. Whittemore resigned his seat in northeastern South Carolina amid allegations of selling appointments to U.S. military academies. The Republican Party nominated Rainey to complete Whittemore's term in the 41st Congress, and subsequently for a full term in the 42nd Congress. On October 19, 1870, Rainey secured the full term with an impressive majority, gaining 63% of the vote. Joseph Rainey's moderate policies resonated with both African American and white constituents. He used his growing influence to advocate for issues that directly impacted his district, such as retaining customs duty on rice, a crucial export of the region. Rainey also tirelessly fought for improvements to Charleston Harbor and opposed budget cuts for Fort Moultrie and Fort Sumter in Charleston. However, Rainey's committee appointments and policies were profoundly rooted in his unwavering commitment to defending civil rights for all, irrespective of race. He was a passionate advocate for the use of federal troops to protect Southern African Americans from the Ku Klux Klan, a position that led to personal threats and intimidation. The Ku Klux Klan Act, signed into law in April 1871, aimed to combat Klan terrorism, but its provisions were often circumvented. Rainey also championed Senator Charles Sumner's Civil Rights Bill of 1875, which aimed to end racial discrimination in various aspects of public life. He highlighted the urgent need for desegregation in public schools, a matter that had plagued race relations for generations. Although the bill passed the House, its provisions on desegregation and equality in schools were diluted. Rainey's advocacy extended beyond civil rights for African Americans. As a member of the Committee on Indian Affairs, he presided over the House of Representatives in April 1874, making history as the first African American to do so. He oversaw debates on issues concerning Indian reservations and generally opposed legislation restricting Asian immigration to the United States. Today, we honor Joseph Rainey's legacy as a symbol of progress, determination, and leadership. His steadfast commitment to civil rights and his profound dedication to democratic ideals continue to inspire generations of Americans.